So, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is day 8 of K1 Connect Motivation Call, and I am trying to find my chat button to see if I can see it, but I can't see it. I guess it's somewhere over there. So we're going to get started anyway. Our topics today is what is your mindset level? Motivating real estate agents, just sharing some of the things that we can do to help us succeed in our business. And hopefully, with those things, they can help us. And we have 3 motivational quotes this morning. Our question that we've been asking every day is what is your mindset level today? And my mindset level, my thought process is about an 8. I'm going to shift it, but it's literally an 8 right now. And I thought about, well, why is my mindset level is at an 8? It's because I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep and I had to get up this morning to prepare. So I know I need to get more sleep, but besides the point, I know that I'm tired. So now I need to know how to shift my mindset so that I can go to a 10 so that I can perform at a high level. And I want you to think about it. Ask yourself that question. What is your mindset level today? If it's lower than a 10, figure out if you can on how to shift it. Don't just stay there because you feel like you want to be in a pity party or you deserve to be there or you deserve to not have a 10 mindset level. So do anything and everything that you can to shift it if it's lower than a 10. Motivating real estate agents. That's something. And let me use the word, sometimes it's hard to motivate real estate agents or motivate anybody for that matter. But let's just talk about real estate agents. We hear this over and over again. Most of us know the formula to success. Most of us know that because if you're listening to any motivational speaker or if you're reading any books or anything, they'll still tell you some of the basic same things. There's always a foundation that we have to have. Without that foundation, then we would not succeed in anything, let alone being a real estate agent. Some of us know the statistics that 87% of all real estate agents, they fall in the first 5 years of their business. Only 13% of new agents will still be selling real estate 5 years from now. Even during this coronavirus pandemic, some of the agents will fall out. And then there's the majority of the group of agents, real estate agents, they just have their real estate license and they place them because somebody has told us, somebody has given us this fabulous story that, hey, we can make a lot of money in real estate. Most of us go to closings and we see somebody else checking. Now we want to become that real estate agent, and our check looks good, or the dog named Spot, the dog named Scott. Our family members, we're all real estate agents. Everybody knows a real estate agent. And if we look at it, most of them are really not doing anything with their license. So let's just talk about a few things that will help us. I hear, let me see if I see something. I can't see the chat, and maybe I'll see it afterwards though. But in the meantime, I'll just put us on mute now because I am hearing noise. Okay, okay, so I'm gonna put everybody. Okay, so I see my chat box. Let me see something. Okay, so if anybody wants to say anything. All right. So here we go. Let's talk about boom, problem solving. As a real estate agent, our job is to get to the closing table. Our job is to solve problems. And if we cannot solve problems, then we have a problem as a real estate agent. Sometimes in real estate, because there are so many people putting the pieces on the puzzle to make our deal close, sometimes we may have to be that real estate agent to write that addendum when the other agent should be writing that addendum. We need to learn how to solve problems. Our job is to get our client where we need our client to go. The reason the client came to us so that we can get them to the closing table. And that's what we have to do. Learn how to solve the problem. When people come to me for issues, the first thing that I want to know, okay, tell me where we're at right now, not where we could have, should have been, but where are we right now? Now let's see how we can solve the problem to get us to where we need to go. So we have to be mindful of being able to solve problems. Passion. Again, we get into real estate for whatever our reason is. Some get in for money, some get in for helping people, whatever our reason is. If you do not have a passion in this business, if you do not love the ground that real estate walks on, then it's going to be hard to succeed. It's going to be hard to bring out the best version of Karen. It is. You know, if you got in it for anything else beside, I love real estate. I love, 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 love real estate. Well, when I first got in it, I really did not love real estate. I got in real estate because I didn't have any money. But what my passion was to, I had a love for people. So it didn't matter. And then when I saw those checks coming in, you know, it went hand in hand. So, but I love real estate. That's why my husband has to stop me sometimes, because I have a passion for what I do. I have a passion to help my agents go to another level. Goals. Yes, that's that word we hear all the time. Setting goals, setting goals. When you set goals, you're in a better position. So you specifically know what you have to do. So yes, goals are always good to set, because now you have a game plan. Without goals, you don't have a game plan. So you have to set goals. And here's another goal that you have to set when you write down and say, I want to make 6 digits in 6 months. I want to close 10 deals in 3 months. You have to have a goal. We have to have a goal where we have a goal set with our mindset. Because what happens when we don't reach that 6 digits in 6 months? Frustration, depression, wanting to give up, all of those things take place when we don't accomplish our goals. So if you don't accomplish your goal, then you have to have a goal to say, okay, what happens with my mindset? Set a goal to say, okay, if it does not happen, then I'm going to revise my goals, or I'm going to push through even when I don't feel like it. I am going to keep going. I am going to keep going the course. I am not going to quit. So our mindset has to have a goal too, because a lot of times we set goals and we don't make them, we don't accomplish them. So we want to make sure that we have a goal set for our mindset. Real estate is not easy when you're a new agent, even if you know a lot of people, because you have to get in, and it's almost like you're your own boss. Even with a broker, you are your own boss, and you have to dictate where you're going, and you have to put your schedule together. Honesty. Yes, that good old word to honesty. Sometimes when we're a new agent, it is okay to let someone know, hey, I don't know it. These are some principles that I learned when I was a new agent. I never, someone taught me this right here, but I never had a problem with telling somebody, hey, I don't know. What does that mean? I'm a new agent. Please forgive me. And sometimes veteran agents, they like to intimidate you. They like to make you look stupid. Like, you mean to tell me you don't know that? No, I don't know that. Can you help me? And I don't have a problem right now today letting people know, I don't know that. And it's okay. You know, I'm sorry. Please forgive my ignorance, but I don't know this right here. Help me. Do good business. Do good business. Everyone appreciate you if you do good business, and honesty is a part of that. People love that. And so when you tell someone, I don't know, and I was good at telling them, I don't know, but what I will do, I will get you the answer, and I will give you a call back, and I'll let you know the answer. So it is okay. Long as you do good business and be honest, you're going to go a long ways in this business. And I can guarantee you that. Consistency. Yes, that good old word, consistency. Like I said, we hear these words over and 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 over again. And we know we need to do these things, and we have to be consistent in what we do. The only way you can create winning habits is when you are consistent. You can't just jump up and do things. You got to be consistent and create winning habits. I hate, yes, I hate. And for those who know me, you know I work out. but I hate working out. I don't like it. But because it is a habit for me, I can't stop it. I still have to do something, at least 3 to 4 to 5 days of some type of workout, whether it's walking, it does not matter. I have to do some type of workout because I've been consistent with it for over 20 years. Obstacles, they come. We cannot get around them. I want to tell you, if I could take your obstacles as a real estate agent, I would, but I want to be the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth person, and so on. We've heard this before, that they're coming. We cannot get around them. They come in our lives. This is what's called life happens. We cannot avoid them. And so many times we try to avoid obstacles. No, when obstacles come, here's where we have to go back to: how can we solve the problem? If we can solve the problem, we solve it. And if we can't solve the problem, then we can't solve it. We're finished with it. And now we have to see if somebody else can solve it. And there are sometimes we can't solve the problem. The deal will die and we're going to feel bad. But after we feel bad, we're going to release it immediately because we don't want the negativity keeps coming in us. And I always say, welcome to real estate, because we can't get around that. But if you keep going, you will win. You'll win more than you'll lose. Excuses. You all know my definition of excuses. Excuses give us the permission to stay where we're at. Even legitimate excuses. The baby is sick, the husband is sick, the wife is sick, I have a flat tire. They are all legitimate. But what happens with that is that we can't continue to just make all types of excuses, because when you start making excuses, then you start making little excuses. Well, I don't want to get up and listen to this K1 motivator. I don't feel like it. I can stay asleep and I'll listen to it the next day. That's really an excuse. If you've committed to do it, then and it may help you. I know one thing with me, this here is helping me because everything I do it with a purpose. I do it with intent. So I'm trying to find things to help me so that I can keep going. So if you have a legitimate excuse, if you don't continuously make a lot of excuse, then your excuses are okay. My husband will tell you, it almost have to be a life or death situation for me because I hate excuses. They keep me in a zone and I refuse to have them. I refuse to accept them. Fear and failure. That's almost like the obstacle. A lot of times we do things because we're afraid. We're afraid of what somebody else will say, what someone else will think. They cannot put you in a position where I'm afraid of what Dershan may think about me. I'm afraid what someone else may think about me. No, we have to. And it's easy said than done. Trust me, it is. It's fear and failure. We don't want the failure to come in our lives. And again, it's easier said than done. But once we start pushing past it, once we say, okay, I'm afraid to do videos. Oh my God, I'm scared to get on the camera. You all know my story about me being afraid to speak in public. You know my story. But guess what I had? I had to face it. I had to face it. Anything that I'm afraid of. Just recently, when Sandra and I went to Las Vegas, I was terrified of doing that zip lining, but I did it. I did, and I had to think about it. I had to go within to accomplish me doing the zip lining because that was on my bucket list. And the last thing, we have to do what's called WORK. So many times we try to get around that. You can't get around work if you're going to be successful. And in the midst of your working, we have to make sure that we're doing income producing activities. Check yourself. I don't need to know the answer to this right here, but ask yourself this question: what have I been doing for my real estate business since we've been in the house for a few weeks? If you're not working on your business, at least I'm going to just say minimum 4 hours per day, then whatever those hours that you're working, whatever those minutes, or if you're not working at all, that is going to determine your success this year. And those are the things that we have to think about doing if we're going to succeed in real estate business. None of us are different. A top producer is no different from me. We all have the same thing and the same measure that we can do it. It's just called that we have to put ourselves in order so that we can work our business, because you are the CEO of your real estate company, not Dr. Karen Lewis, not K1 Realty Group. You are in control of how you work and what you'll do and how much money you'll make in your business. And our quotes for today is 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. Number two, if you really want to do it, you do it. There are no excuses. Successful people or people who are really serious about what they want to do, and we can just look at basic things on like, okay, I need to go to the store. I have to go get this dress no matter what, and we make it happen. That's the same thing that we have to do with our real estate business. Number three, a man can fail many times, but he isn't a failure until he begins to blame somebody else. No, we can't blame anybody else. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care how bad it is, how good it is. You always have to take your mirror and look at yourself. And that's how you will succeed. So I say all of this today for our real estate agents. You can succeed in this business. It's just going to take a little motivation for you, a little hard work, and no excuses, and do all those things that what we call our basic foundation, being consistent, creating winning habits, and all of the other things that we talked about, and you can win. Now that ends our session for today, but wait, before you hang up, I am trying to find this so we can at least stop the recording.